Example number 2 from chapter 9.4. Every time you do these problems, always make sure you write the formula first and then you start the problem or plugging in into the problem or formula. So here in this case, A is 4, B is 20, and C is 25. You got here is negative 20 plus or minus 20 square minus 4 times 25 divided by 2 times 4. Negative 20 plus or minus square of 20 is 400 minus 8 times 25. So 25 times 4 is 100 and 100 times 4 is 400, and you're going to get here on the bottom is 8. So you got here is negative 20 plus or minus square root 0 over 8, and you're going to have here is negative 20 divided by 8, because plus 0 of anything is just that number, and you have here looks like one solution, and that's going to be 5 over 2. So that's give you one real solution. For the you try problem, you got A as 4, B is negative 4, and C is 1. And you're going to use the formula that is negative B plus or minus B square minus 4AC divided by 2 times A. So try to write the formula every time you do the problem, and that way you would memorize the formula faster and it will be easier to plug it in as well. So you got here 2 times 4, x equals 4 plus or minus 16 minus 16 divided by 8. So x equals 4 plus or minus square root 0 divided by 8. And in this case, you have one solution, and that is 1 over 2. So for question number 5, you're going to add 4 on both sides in order to make it one equation and the other side 0. So negative 5x squared plus x minus 4 equals 0. Now you can compare the A, B, and C, where A is negative 5, B is 1, and C is negative 4. And now you're going to apply the formula, that is this formula, and solve. I made a mistake here when you add 4 on both sides, so this should be plus 4, so the C should be positive 4. Again, when you add 4 on both sides, the equation is negative 5x squared plus x plus 4, so the C is positive 4. You plug the B, A, and C into this formula, so you got here is negative 1 plus or minus negative 1 square minus 4 times negative 5 times 4. So you got here is negative 1 plus or minus 1 plus 80 divided by negative 10. So negative 4 times negative 5, positive 20 times positive 4 is 80. Now you're going to add the 1 plus 80, and you're going to get here is negative 1 plus or minus square root 81 over negative 10. And that's going to be negative 1 plus or minus 9 over negative 10. And you're going to have two equations, one with the plus 9 and then one with the negative 9. So you got here is 8 over negative 10 and negative 10 over negative 10. So which means that you're ultimately going to have two answers. X equals, for number 6, you're going to subtract 5 on both sides to make one equation and other side 0. 3 is your A, B is 2, and C is negative 5. Plug it in into the formula. You got X equals negative 2 plus or minus 4, and this multiplied to be positive 60. You got 64 here. Square root of 64 is 8. You have two equations, negative 2 plus 8 over 6 and negative 2 minus 8 over 6. You got here 6 over 6, and this one is negative 10 over 6, reduced to be 1 and negative 5 over 3. Next we're going to do more practice, and you're going to set the functions equal to 0 first of all, and then you're going to apply the quadratic formula. So in this case, A is 2, B negative 3, and C is negative 5. And you're going to plug it into the formula. That is negative B plus or minus B square minus 4AC divided by 2 times A. So you got 3 plus or minus 9 plus 4 times 2 is 8 times negative 5, positive 40 divided by 4. X equals 3 plus or minus square root 49 divided by 4, and that is plus or minus 7, because square root of 49 is 7. You have two equations, one with the plus 7 divided by 4, 3 minus 7 divided by 4 is 10 divided by 4, and negative 4 divided by 4. So you got two answers, 5 over 2 comma negative 1. Question number 8, where you're going to put this equal to 0 first, and then you're going to apply the quadratic formula. You're going to have A equals 1, B equal to 5, and C equals negative 2. Plug it into the formula. So you got negative B plus or minus B square minus 4AC. And then you're going to have here is 25 plus 8. Negative 5 plus or minus, that's 33. And we do not have a perfect square for 33. You're going to have two answers, one with the plus and one with the negative. Next is number 9. You're going to put that equal to 0. And then going to have A as 5, B negative 7, and C is 2. The formula is negative B plus or minus B square minus 4 times A times C. And this is going to be positive 7 plus or minus 49 minus 40. And that's going to be 7 plus or minus square root 9 over 10. Square root of 9 is 3. So that's going to have 7 plus 3 over 10 and 7 minus 3 over 10. That's going to be 10 over 10, that is 1, and 4 over 10, that's 2 over 5. Next, you're going to have 3x squared plus 5x minus 1 equals 0. A is 3, B is 5, and C is negative 1. X equals negative 5 plus or minus B squared. So 5 squared minus 4 times 3 times negative 1. That's going to be 25 plus 12 divided by 2 times 3, that is 6. So that's going to be negative 5 plus or minus square root 37. And you cannot find the square root of 37, so you keep one with the positive, one with the negative sign, and that's your answer.